Manipur reports 3 COVID-19 deaths and 206 new confirmed cases in last 24 hours, rising state's tally to 11,855. State police collect over 1 crore rupees as fines from the lockdown and curfew violators so far. Wangoi MLA O Lukhoi says 50 lakh rupees earmark under Tourism Department to construct eco-tourism parks at 60 Assembly constituencies. And India's confirmed COVID-19 cases crossed 66 lakh with over 75,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. A very good evening to you all. I'm Kanel Shambanduram presenting you the Sunday prime-timed English Bulletin. Now let's begin our bulletin with the top stories of today. Manipur reported 206 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 3 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 11,855, of which 2,576 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, 2 females, one 74-year-old from Imphal West and another 54 years from Kakching passed away at RIMS, and one 94-year-old from the Tamilong passed away at home. With this, death toll has reached 74. On the positive note, 124 people were discharged in the past 24 hours, and recoveries cases have reached 9,205. State's recovery rate stands at 77.64%. Out of the newly infected persons, 117 are from the general population and 6 are personnel of a Central Armed Police Force. The State Police Department has been imposing the lockdown and curfew strictly, and over 1 crore rupees has so far collected as fines from the lockdown and curfew violators. According to Manipur Police, the total number of the people detained till date is 81,564, along with 51,833 vehicles. From them, the police has collected 1 crore 92,600 rupees as fines. Agriculture, Veterinary, Animal Husbandry and Tourism Minister Oinam Lukhoi said he took oath as a minister by resigning from MLA post, considering for people of Wangoi. He assured to make all out efforts in taking up initiatives for the welfare of the Wangoi constituency. He was speaking at the inauguration of Govindagram, the Maninglekai community hall in Wangoi today. Speaking at the event, Minister O Lukhoi appealed people of the constituency to support him in the upcoming by-election. He asserted that a project worth 50 lakh rupees under Tourism Department to construct eco-tourism park at 60 constituencies of the state has been earmarked in the department's budget. He added a review meeting regarding the scheme will be convened at the earliest to put it into work. He further assured to work for the welfare of the farmers too.
Minister government minister minister Masi ayi ngasai ki kathokpa ngamba lepak ki khalaga sarkar sina lawriba thodang singchi ki khalaga Manipur praja ki khalaga MLA phaw tokpa yaina lepak ya phaba thabak thom singchi tawriba sarkar si kanbadi aikhoi su praja ki seba tawge tholei mina makhoi kanbaji tangai phatena haibagi wakhalon do khalaga MLA to budugi ngasi khudo loina minister oina piraga sachon tawmina si haidana koi ngasi minister oiba yaujari bane adam matam changne minister ohenge sahi maga makhai minister ohenge oheloi wangoi kendra ki praja da leire Govindagram ki praja da leire sai tha ama makhai ani ki minister oiraga kendra si amuk MLA haibado amuk hanjalange hairagadi mayam ki khutta leire.
Residents of Wangoi Assembly Constituency polling station 22 by 1 accorded a warm welcome to Agriculture, Veterinary, Animal Husbandry and Tourism Minister Oinam Lukhoi at Irom Maizrao Maningleikai Community Hall today. Speaking at the event, Chairman of the Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Corporation, Sagolsem Achoba, said there are no bad political parties. However, dishonest workers tarnish the name of the political party. He hits out on the Congress leaders, stating that they are narrow-minded. He also alleged that some Congress party leaders of the state are breaking party's code and working on personal interest. As Achoba said, Oinam Lukhoi resigned from the MLA's post and accepting a ministerial post is to work for the welfare of the Wangoi residents. He appealed people to make Minister Oinam Lukhoi win by a thumping majority in the upcoming by-election. President of Siv Sena Manipur State Unit, M. Tombi, and people of the area attended the event.
President Vice President of District of Manipur Protest Congress Committee higher than the Thawal District with Chapel. And the Masumba, Mayamse, Channel Mayamse, Manchalo, Adunali, obviously, Congress Party, Mayamse, they write this Tado, Channel, obviously, and the Tata, Chumbea, Chumbea, Kara, Masu, position of the Island, Mummy Mayam, development farm. I don't actually, how to like Chaliba by election, say. Kendra City Achoba, Yam, Wakaleta, Kandava timing nominee. Congress Party say Tramanga Pine, Kendra City, Pericarito, Kendra City talk, particularly the legendary by the left side of you know, measure the high young beach, happy when near to Mayado, but you know, measure of Carito, you again have put the Canila.
Residents of 42 villages of Ukrul held a coordination meeting at Sinakaithil village in Ukrul today. The attendees demanded restoration of Sinakaithil Assembly constituency proposals under the 4th Delimitation Commission of India as per 2001 census. 42 headmen of the Ukrul western part, women leaders and youths attended the meeting. Speaking at the event, member of Restoration of Sinakaithil Assembly Constituency Coordination Committee, Worthington Mahung, said 4th Delimitation Commission has already proposed restoration of Sinakaithil into an assembly constituency considering the geographical area and population criteria at 42 villages at the western side of Ukrul. He appealed to unify the villages resided by over 36,000 villagers and restore Sinakaithil as per 2001 census. The attendees resolved not to object the restoration process.
Sinakaithil constituency habagi manung channa leba 42 villages ase kuki villages taraga nduini aduga tangkongi villages kumapandi masi pulle harga ko Sinakaithil constituency ama hambaya habisi thanegi honorable nodi cherina mai khoina ebi weringa masi hambaya hana tholamdegi masi ekhoina hotoga huji ekhoina 42 villages asida appeal toraga masi ekhoi hotna minasi aduga Sinakaithil da constituency ama le halaga ekhoi gi choka thoram lokhut minasi hana khun gi halam chungbu appeal tobni.
Kaisamthong Youth Committee and Kaisamthong Women Vendors jointly carried out protest demonstration at Kaisamthong Bazaar condemning dropping off of Kaisamthong MLA Langpuk Lakpam Jayant Kumar from his health minister post without serving prior notice to him. Speaking to media, protesters terming change of health minister amid the COVID-19 pandemic as unfortunate. They appealed government to focus on controlling the pandemic instead of fighting for ministerial posts. 16 district hospitals of the state, including RIMS, Jenims and Babina Diagnostic Center, have started conducting free hepatitis C tests. Speaking exclusively to Impact News, State Nodal Officer of National Viral Hepatitis Control Program, Dr. R.K. Rosie, said free treatment of hepatitis C will be provided and arrangements are made to provide trainings to doctors for the district without treatment centers. She said HCV RNA tests are conducted at RIMS and Jenims, which are model treatment centers with an aim to eliminate hepatitis within 2030, while the free hepatitis tests are provided at 9 districts of the states since 2009. She asserted that treatment and testing of the disease have also started at 6 new districts from this year's onward. Dr. Rosie said an MOU was signed with the government to provide free HCV RNA test after Babina Diagnostic Center, Jenims and RIMS was converted into a COVID-19 testing and COVID care center.
Mari lenena hairiba RIMS amadi Jenims ta leiriba suba khagi viral load testing center ani ase COVID na season na kibana maram moidana masigi alternative ama akoina Babina diagnostic MOU sign tongna ba matungda Babina da khoi khausare aduna hairiba facility se hepatitis C HCV RNA testing Babina clinics ta hoji jathaduna leiri aduga loine na akoina limhoriba district Manipur district asi tarakataruni Mapanamadi akoina treatment center loinu henjare aduga limhoriba district singa se akoina hoji at least masi akoigi treatment center oinana ba training ama Delhi gi level da training asi tawdragadi yadabanina Delhi gi national level da akoi training tongnana ba Dr. Singh maming pikhatchakre masi hek tawba horagadi akoi treatment si haujaragani.
Speaking further on hepatitis B, Dr. Rosie said testing facility, namely HCV DNA for hepatitis B patients, are made available at RIMS, Jenims, Babina Diagnostic Center and every 16 district hospitals of the state at free of cost. She added arrangement to start treatment for hepatitis B patients starting this year was delayed due to ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. She said vaccination for hepatitis B are also given to healthcare workers from this year onwards. However, as the vaccine is purchased on limited basis from Delhi, vaccination cannot be given to every necessary individuals. She asserted that arrangements are made for mass vaccination with injecting drug used whenever the vaccine is abundantly available from the center.
IDUs na sing especially moikoi asi ayambana koigi injecting drug users sing asi koigi hepatitis B amadi C asi ko jamna nagali aduna mokoi sing asi da nadana ba akoina ihan hanba healthcare worker ge matunda health kanogi sai high risk group sing asi kapthopi pandem di leje adubu high vaccine asina chapchana haibidi vaccine ase centrally procure to buneba aduna high vaccine asina akoigi Manipur da yora abakan aduda da akoina mase to bangangani.
Responding to queries regarding initiatives taken up for hepatitis patients amid the pandemic, Dr. Rosie said no hepatitis patient has tested positive for COVID-19 so far. However, necessary medicines for them are kept at every COVID care centers as a part of precautionary measures. She added NGOs working regarding hepatitis are helping in distributing required medicines to hepatitis patients at containment zones.
COVID ki haze COVID ki lairiba khoi center sing sida hepatitis B natraga C na ba mi sing da kai COVID na ba tar sum da khoina thoidona pakhat ningai leite maramdi haiba district hospital sing sida ayamba thami aduga amana RIMS ka Jenims ka da leidani na hijariba RIMS Jenims ase khoi treatment center ni na moina suksho shoidana kai ba naramba taragadi hidaki di asu thangani hijariba kai ba naramba targa so aduga akoina ayambadi comorbid haibadi any hepatitis B hepatitis C hypertension na chingba sing narba COVID ka loina na na ba sing ase masi RIMS amadi Jenims sida ayamba khoina thammi aduga kai mo moise symptom yaudagadi chumnagi COVID care centers ana lairiba sing sida thammi COVID.
Old Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU informed that Manipur Press Club will resume all its activities from October 15th as a part of the state as per the state government's new order in view of unlock COVID-19. Press release from the union also urged those concerned to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs while organizing programs at Manipur Press Club Hall. Members of Hairok Block Youth Congress Committee today presented an entirely built house to a destitute and homeless family from Thoubal district. The committee carried out the activity as a part of the project titled Lift and Let Lift, initiated by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC President M. Okendro. 58-year-old Konsam Toto from the Hairok Part 3 Kabolekai and his family members had been facing various inconveniences amid COVID-19 pandemic as they have been deprived of a proper home for long. Hairok Block Youth Congress Committee bore all expenses of the construction of the house.
I Hiroki Shinbiriba in Aushinga in a Yamatamu Penjaba Ama, I was up on a Kandam Leji. Yumji Satring and I am Nakanape, I Namadra Habits. The Yumis having on Pasida Angi, and I said, Mam, you have when I Yumis had about the equal and I was a Yums have or I
Former Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam emphasized the need for every reporter to practice independent reporting to correct old misdeeds. He was speaking on the sideline of the Devarishi Jayanti program held at Manipur Hindi Parisat today. Vishwa Samvat Kendra Manipur organized the event. Dr. T.H. Radheshyam lauded the journalists for their prodigious role and unwavering efforts in serving the public interest. He also presented the 8th annual Devarishi Nard Journalist Award to editor of Sanalaibak newspaper Hemant Ningombam on the occasion.
Bias independence press independence. Other point in home, Amay Sansagan, Iris and Arden, Hydese, Patanama, the Kanel is a Panaritu. Hydela Kanan ready, Achumba Mangori. Other Kanan Matai cover the Arab is like Achuma Torna in Navy, for the mother 20 years, but that is how we perceive, how we look at things. Me and Brana Patami Taradi, Patama, Apollo High or not say of the Torah, so Apollo Ura name. Other bias that very independent. Press media quite positive, independent.
2,836 candidates took the civil service preliminary examination conducted by Manipur Public Service Commission today. The examination was held at MPSC Examination Hall and 14 other sub-centers at schools and colleges in Infalt area. Press release from the MPSC mentioned that the exam was held by strictly adhering to COVID-19 SOPs under the Union Public Service Commission guidelines. Candidates were provided face masks and sanitizer as well as the examination hall was sanitized earlier. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you an updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Nutramix Kachigani Mustard Oil, FSSAI Apamagi Matungina vitamin A and D fortified tobing matakta, mono polyunsaturated fatty acid loinana, linolenic acid yaurban Nutramix Kachigani Mustard Oil Sijinabana, Matamasadiam Namatari Badom immune system Mapangal Kalan with the Batang Pangi, ischemic heart disease in the Chada Yanking up to Pangami, colonamadi stomach cancer the Gisu, Nato Pangami, cardiovascular benefit care family with Nutramix Kachigani Mustard Oil Sijinaduna, Adom Gihachang, Fanatamsi.
New Hope South Indians NEET Academy classes will be starting soon. For details, kindly contact AK Roshan, Kaisampad Mutum Lairak 7005 799 638 or 690 978 7303. Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfinance deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies. Uripoktorang Mamlekay, Imphal.
Contact the view Smart Industries, Lampel Supermarket.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Sunday Primetime English Bulletin. COVID-19 cases in India breached 66 lakh mark with 75,829 people testing positive in a day. On the positive note, India's total recovery has crossed 55 lakh and national recovery rate stands at 83.13%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that told are above 1,01,000 and active COVID-19 cases are above 9,37,000 in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra is still on top with over 2,58,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, during the last 24 hours, 11.50 lakh COVID samples tests were conducted. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 3 crore 51 lakh people. Above 1 crore 38,000 people have died and recoveries are above 2 crore 61 lakh. United States of America is on top with more than 25 lakh 68,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. Among the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 1,85,000, of which 33,936 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 26,871, out of which 5,100 are active cases. Nagaland's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 6,400, out of which 1,200 are active cases, while Arunachal's COVID-19 tally has crossed 10,000 mark and active cases are above 3,000. There are over 2,000 cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya, 347 in Mizoram and 640 in Sikkim. Referring to Janims and RIMS hospital authorities asking hospital health department not to send anyone to conduct COVID-19 test, President of Kaisampat Thiamlaikai Development Committee, Chongtham Iboyaima, appealed government to look into the matter at the earliest. He said local clubs and relevant authorities need to strengthen ties in order to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. He also said it is high time for representatives of authorities concerned to pay inspection visits to every localities. He also expressed apprehension over people facing inconveniences in conducting COVID tests as stocks of rapid antigen kits are finishing up. He urged relevant departments to look into the matter without further delay.
COVID-19 lanthingna koi lekai gi club sing sida lengak na concern department na lekai club sing siga na wa tanaraga koi ai COVID-19 ji thingna khona bada club na chawa tang la haningi COVID-19 testing RAT leiti habigi koi testing lepi habigi pau phange arei ba khara ji su mapan gi sangak pamyo sing gi damakta reserve tora thamgre haire maram aduna COVID-19 positive oilba lekai de yorko matamda lemhori ba mioi sing adubu test tongna ba hona bada hojik leptuna lebanina masi awaba kaya mayok nare maru oina honorable CM da koin hygienic badi atu ba matamda RAT kitche biang hidamta angan biduna atu bada test on bio atu ga rim jenim so hanagumna testing to bajik putakta on bio haiduna lenga ki bung jingjari.
Highway Truck Owner Welfare Organization HITOWO and Old Manipur Drivers Welfare Association handed over relieved items to drivers and handymen after more than 80 trucks which are stuck due to godown closure after some of the Soambung FCI godown staff have been tested positive for COVID-19. A team led by HITOWO General Secretary Laishram Ratan Kuman and General Secretary of the Old Manipur Driver Welfare Association Sanjoy Khetrimayum handed over the food items which could be utilized for more than 20 days. Speaking to media, Sanjoy Khetrimayum said that the godown have been shut down indefinitely after 8 of their staffs were tested COVID positive, following which trucks can no longer unload their goods in the godown. He also highlighted the poor health condition of the drivers and handymen as they have been stuck for quite some time. Sanjoy appealed the government and the relevant departments to allow the trucks to unload their goods at other godowns by acknowledging the plight facing them.
Manipur COVID-19 na awaba chaitheng phangba praja jingi sabane na thokchari ba koi gi dabar chinaw dina songbungi FCI guda manungda matam kuina sangna man thaba laaga thaba phangdabadagi amasung ana ek yapsulapana maramoraga ngasi afamasida chaninga khaninga lektaba awaba mayam ma mayonabadagi khetang do chu kadra haibagi wakhalon da ngasi dabar chinaw jingi damakta khoina sana thanaba khara yenjaram bani afamasida man thabidinga leiriba singche yaragadi sarkar gi miyeng kitang sangbiduna sarkar gi taraptagi yamathuna hayengmak atopa gudal amada haibadi korenge di khande sangai boni khande eni anakpa jaga amada moigi leiriba siang jingje thadokpa yadaba mo amda simbiu haiba haijeningi.
World Meitei Convention held its second foundation day at the conference hall of Lengay International Park in Shambanduram in Fall today. Speaking at the event, advisor of the World Meitei Convention, Potsangbamd Sonamani, said that World Meitei Convention was formed with an aim to unite the Meitei diasporas. He said the next convention will be held in Guwahati, the capital of Assam. He added Meitei diasporas from around the world will take part in the convention, stating that Meiteis in Assam have been protesting to save the Manipuri language. Sonamani said Meiteis in Manipur seems to be uninterested in the protest and termed it as unfortunate. He appealed people to support in the coast. Meitei diasporas from all over the world took part in the event through Zoom apps.
ngasi Manipur lebakna awana tabatan jada Manipur mapandali bamiti punumaksena dhup barti thadana ishor the khormi imalepak sekui awana tabase hanbiu kalhanbi ko haidana adu ngasi lebak thibadigi Assam the Manipuri language ki matang da Assam government na deliberately khangna metei lon tamba sing ichanicha sing issue sing horu sing se Assam ge civil service ta moina thaba yadi ateti competitive exam se jawu yadi hana moni kathalak pasiga mai chaktan leiba tanja siga Manipur da khoi shok tro le reke doge ai chai chu shok tro le reke doge ati gi macha ma shok padi shok chasanu haiba masi guma wakan ama yam na lan pu wakan am leiba sina Assam da mai chaktan toriba mayam wan lady punamukse civil society organization su indina amatte kanam to chung thorakte aduna takpadi Manipur da leiba khoi mapan da leiba Manipuri koi se nungside haina takpagi mak sign namani.
Staff of the Kukching Range released a whistling duck, also known as stingray, in its habitat today. The staff released the stingray on the occasion of World Animals Day today and the 66th Wildlife Week held from 2nd of October till 8. Speaking on the sideline, Range Forest Officer and Munal Meitei said that stingray was once found in plenty in the state, but their numbers have dwindled due to the various threats in its habitat. He appealed to everyone to protect and preserve the birds and animals. Secretary of the Pebia Pandit Leka Youth Development Organization informed that practice of the drug abuse and trafficking activities in areas under the club has been banned. He said the same at the valedictory of the 2-day social service camp held in the area. PPLYDO President also warned that necessary actions will be taken if anyone is ever found violating the warning. United Committee Manipur UCM opened a new unit at Meitei Langold Aying Laikai today. UCM, along with clubs of 6 localities in the Yek Tarit Lupt YTL, Meitei Langold and Langold area, opened the unit. UCM President Sunil Kuram and President of Yek Tarit Lupt Haubizam Shamu opened the unit. Renovation of 3-kilometer-long Kakching Wairi's Chengkaipung Road along Kakching Wairi Bamund Pareng commenced today. Speaking to media, Treasurer of Chengkaipung Lambi Development Committee, Laishang Themd Khetri, said renovation of the road was done by financial contribution of the farmers in the past years, as it is one of the most important roads for them. He appreciated Naurem Corbett from the Kakching Ningthau Laikai for taking up the initiative to renovate the road, as it will ease the plight facing the farmers. Nongpok Ingoba Cultural Academy NICA in Yaripok Tob Chingtha Oinamthong Laikai held workshop productions on the Moirang Shai today. Ministry of Culture, Government of India sponsored the event. Speaking at the event held at Yaripok Top Lai Community Hall, NICA Secretary and Menaubi said that the event aims to preserve Moirang Sai, which plays an eminent role in ancient history of the state. He urged the public to extend their support and cooperation in preserving the indigenous Moirang Sai. The academy also felicitated the art and culture teachers at the event. NICA artists also showcased Moirang Shai and sung various traditional songs on the occasion. Pre-production ceremony of the Taruni filmed productions Manipuri feature film entitled Numit Tha was held at Adibamd Laikai in Bamo Laikai today. Ketrimayum Ramesh and Ketrimayum Nishikanta are the producers of the film, while Shudhir Kangjamd is the lyricist, songwriter, screenplay writers and director of the film. Actor Araba Biju, Nishikanta, Rima Jayvidya, Lalitabi and Modhubala are the lead roles of the film. And cultural activist Rakesh Narim and Ningombamba Ongbi Ranibala Lema from Manipur have been selected for the Humanitarian Excellence Award 2020, presented by Icon Foundation Jaipur in the Hawa Sadak Civil Line Jaipur. The award is presented as an acknowledgement to those who devoted their lives and to preserved assistance to the destitute who are most affected by COVID-19 pandemic. Rakesh Narim and Ningombam Ranibala were included among the 44 best humanitarian profiles selected by the foundation to receive the award. Now the news from the world of sports. Sapam Prem Kanta has been selected as the goalkeeping head coach of Sudeva Football Club, New Delhi. It may be mentioned that Sudeva Football Club held a place at I-League 2020-2021. Sapam Prem Kanta from the Kurai Chingangbam Laikai is an AFC B license holder and goalkeeping coach level 3. He is also an assistant coach of Neroka Football Club Sangakfam and served as goalkeeping coach for various other football clubs of the state. He is also a member of the technical committee of the Old Manipur Football Association. 13 players have been transferred as part of the inter-club transfer for 2020-2021 under District Sports Association to Vishnupur in the last day. 6 players of the district from the various clubs have been transferred to KYVO Quaxify. 5 players have been transferred to Clasha Kaino, 1 player was transferred to UKCCL Kaino and 1 player has been transferred to YSWA Utlo. As for District Sports Association Kakching, 1 player each has been transferred to Football Club Lamjau, UBSA Mantak and SWC Kairang. A total of 30 players of the association have been transferred for 2020-2021. Royal Challengers Bangalore has emerged successful in the 15th match of 13th Dreams 11 Indian Premier League. In the match played at St. Jade Stadium, Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated Rajasthan Royals by 8 wickets. Rajasthan Royals won the toss and chose batting and scored 154 runs with 6 wickets down in 20 overs. Mahipal Lomror scored 47 runs in this inning. Chasing 155 runs, Bangalore achieved the target in 19.1 overs and made 158. Skipper Virat Kohli remained unbeaten on 72. Devdutt Padikkal made 63 runs. Royal Challengers Bangalore's bowlers Yuvendra Chahar was adjudged player of the match. In the 16th match of the league played at the Sirja Cricket Stadium, Delhi Capital beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 18 runs. Delhi Capital scored 226 runs with 4 wickets down in 20 overs. Shreyas Iyer scored 88 runs in the inning. In the second batting of the match, Kolkata Knight Riders scored 210 runs with 8 wickets down in 20 overs. Delhi Capital's batsman Shreyas Iyer was named player of the match. Fourth round of 124th France Open Tennis Championship began in clay court of the Paris Stade Ronald Garros today. In the third round of the men's singles, Serbia's world number 1 Novak Djokovic beat Colombia's Daniel Gallant 6-0, 6-3 and 6-2. Russia's Karen Khachanov defeated Chile's Christian Garant 6-2, 3-6, 6-4 and 6-2, while Russia's Andriy Rublev dropped South Africa's Kevin Anderson 6-3, 6-2 and 6-3 and entered 4th round of the championship. In the third round of women's singles, USA's Danielle Collins beat Spence Garbina's Muguruza 7-5, 2-6 and 6-4. France's Fiona Ferro defeated Romania's Petrica's Maria 7-6, 9-7, 4-6 and 6-0, while Czech's Petra Kvitova dropped Canada's Annie Fernandez 7-5 and 6-3 and entered 4th round of the championship. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Manipur reported 3 COVID-19 deaths and 206 new confirmed cases in last 24 hours, rising state's tally to 11,855. State police collects over 1 crore rupees as fine from lockdown and curfew violators so far. Wangoi MLA Olukhoi says 50 lakh rupees earmarked under Tourism Department to construct eco-tourism park at 60 assembly constituencies. And India's confirmed COVID-19 cases crossed 66 lakh with over 75,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. Well, thank you very much for being with us. Coming up next is prime-timed Manipur Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor, Mr. Somarendra. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great Sunday evening and always stay safe.